we want to spend a little bit of time just looking at the self that we normally perceive and seeing how, to us, it is appearing as if it's there. Not there, but there. Inside our body and mind. It feels like it's actually there, and it feels like it's existing independent of anything, including independent of any other causes and conditions. It just seems to be existing from its own side. And what we want to do is basically see, is that true? We need to recognize that the self that we normally, the self in general, arises in dependence upon causes and conditions. The self that we normally see doesn't arise in dependence upon anything, because it doesn't exist. But we want to basically analyze that. So is that true? So this is a wonderful opportunity for us to practice really what has been sort of one of the main messages of this whole festival. Contemplate. And ask for blessings. Contemplate. Look at it. So does my self exist independently, or does it depend upon causes and conditions? Because our self is actually changing all the time. Even though we relate to it as being the same thing, it's actually changing all the time. Like when I woke up, well, for example, the self that is awake is different from the self that is asleep. The self that is hungry is different from the self that is full. The self that is walking is different from the self that is sitting. And in particular, the self that is happy is different from the self that is unhappy. It's changing all the time, isn't it? But especially when we get stuck in an unhappy mind, it feels like it's the same unhappy mind, doesn't it? And it's the same unhappy self. There's me, the wounded self, and that's who I'm always going to be, forever. Even Buddha can't help me, because it's there. So you want to look at that and analyze how the self is arising in dependence upon causes and conditions, because if you begin to see that, then of course that proves that the self that you normally see doesn't exist. And just contemplate.